Good morning, everyone. Just give me a minute. Let me try to finish getting set up here. Okay. Guess that's good enough. All right. Okay. Good morning. Well, good afternoon. It's 12:30 now. So, today I am actually going to start a new page in Nick Filbert's Serene. And let me show you the page I'm gonna do. Just in case someone or anyone wants to color along. So I thought I would do this page and work on some metals, different types of metals, and get some skin tone practice in, as well as probably some fur. I won't get to the whole thing today, in one stream, but I was thinking, because my hours at work are about to become very hectic. So I was thinking that instead of doing regular uploads for my color alongs, I thought it would be more interactive to do them on my live. So that way we can work on a picture, once or twice a week. I still have 3 days off, but they're not all together. So I will still stream on Sundays like I normally do. But I no longer have Friday and Saturday off. I mean, Saturday and Monday off. So I thought instead of doing uploads, because that takes a little bit more time in planning, I thought I will save my regular uploads for like my channel updates, or like if I just want to do a quick sketchbook, spread and chat or something like that. But for my color alongs, and I mean, they still will be available to watch back, but for the time being, I think it's probably best to do them on a live stream. So and then that way, if you guys have questions, or if you're coloring along and you're using a different pencil brand that I'm not using, you can kind of ask me, which colors, and then I can just answer that. So I'm gonna start with this page though for our color along. Am I able to zoom out? I am not, but I can zoom in, so that's good. Okay, so before we get started on this, I just wanted to quickly go over, because when I do my color alongs, I was starting to put my pencils on these little card things. They're just index cards, and I put the name, the number. I'll take this off. I put the name, the number, and the color, but I've not done it yet for my light fast or my luminance pencils, which is what I'm gonna be using today anyway. Now I might switch it up. I might not use the same pencil brand on the whole page, but I do have my whole binder done. My, what is this? This looks like Prismacolors are done, and polys. So those are the ones I've done. I've not done my light fast. I've not done my luminance. I've not done my Albert Doers, just because they're the same as the polys. And I've not done my Pablos. So I have to do my Pablos, my light fast, my luminance, my Inktense. And then I also want to do some for... You can't hear me? Uh-oh, that's not good. Interesting. I wonder if I turn myself up Can you guys hear me now? I don't think, is turning myself up matter? Hey, view. Hopefully you guys can hear me better. I don't know why all of a sudden today it wants to not work. Still streaming from my cell phone, so could be a YouTube thing. So I also want to do my, just like mainly the stuff I use the most. So I want to do my Copics on these cards and probably my Tooly art markers. I'm not going to do my Cali art markers just because I'm trying to phase those out so I can save up for the Ohuhu set. That set is $200 and something. So I need to save up for that. So I'm not going to do my Cali art markers because I want to phase those out. No, Prismas is here. Prismas is right here. I've done the Prismas. These are the only ones I have. I've done Prismas, I did my polys, and I did my Holbeins. I have not done any of my other sets, but I'm not using Prismas today. Today I'm actually using my extremely tiny set of luminance, and I'm also using my light fast. And we're gonna do some metals. I was actually thinking, should we start with her skin tone or should we just go straight in with these metals? I don't even know what kind of metals. I know I want some gold in here, probably some gray. And then of course, I will bring in my metallic watercolor paint that seems to be getting harder and harder to open. I don't know what's up with that. There we go. I'm gonna be bringing in some of these, probably for like these brownish, rusty colors. It looks like some rose gold maybe. But we'll see. I don't know why I did that because I'm gonna have a hard time opening it. I should have left it open a little bit. But before that, I have been working in my sketchbook, just really quick. So the last spread I think you guys seen was, well, I did go in and color these two. I've been trying to go back and color some things. So this one was done with just some water-based markers. And this one was done with watercolors, believe it or not. I don't know why I was struggling on that other one with watercolors so much, because when I did it in my sketchbook, I had fun and it actually came out pretty decent. I don't know what was up with, because you guys remember when I was doing the actual card, let's see if I can find it. This one here, it was coming out kind of weird. So I don't know if it's the paper, maybe I did it on the wrong side of the paper. I don't know, but it was coming out weird. But in my sketchbook, it came out pretty decent. So I still don't think I'm 100% ready to give watercolors a try just yet, but we'll see. I still have not, this is this one here, and I still haven't colored it just yet, but I am gonna get around to it. But really quick before we start our color along, the sandwich looks good. Let's see, you guys seen this one? I did go in and line these. I have not done anything else, and I went in and lined these. I've not colored them yet, but I did go in and line them. And then I went and I was testing my color pencils in these on this paper. And then of course, I don't know if I showed you guys this, but I was sketching out one of the older characters that I had. So I was doing her, and I was trying to do some little action scenes and just some different like little stuff. I don't know what was going on here. I was trying to have them do push-ups, but it came out kind of weird, so I didn't line that one. And then last night I was working on a new, I guess, side character. So that's all I've done. But as far as the trading cards go, I did put a bunch of them on paper, and I just need to trace them over onto the cards. I will probably do that on my next off day, because I have some holographic paper, I guess, or laminate. I don't know what you call these things, but I can lay it right over the card and it'll make it all sparkly. So I want to do that also, but that's not till next week. I mean, you know, next off day. I'm not doing that today. Mainly today, I just want to color a little bit with you guys, because once I get off of here, I'm gonna do a little cleaning, and then the rest of the day I'm probably just gonna hang out and play some Pokemon or something. So now that all of that is out the way, let's get started on this. So like I said, I was thinking of some grays and some silvers and some golds. So I kind of want to start with this clock thing. And I was thinking gold, all of the disclaimers. Yeah, exactly. All of that out of the way. But this background, I kind of wanted, I don't know. I was thinking gold, but now that I'm looking at it, maybe a nice silver. But something is saying gold. So I'm going to do gold, but the background of this, I kind of want it to be kind of like a off-white. So, and also, I don't have my luminance pencils swatched. I'm not sure why or how that came to be, but I thought I had them swatched, but I don't. So I actually need to and I think I don't have them swatched, probably because I don't have the full set. So I've not made a thing for them yet. So I don't have them swatched like my light fast. So what I'm gonna have to do is grab a random piece of paper. And you guys know I'm like never ready for streams, so. And also, I've not done anything on that little elf that we was working on. So in case anyone was wondering if I had finished it or not, I have not. She is still untouched. I may finish it one day with you guys, but she is still untouched, in case anybody was wondering what the status on her was. So let me just I'm just gonna grab some copy paper. Actually, I'm just gonna grab one of these note cards, I guess. Okay. So, off-white. Like a creamy off-white kind of type of thing. So I have some colors in the luminance. This is, I guess, prime rose. And the luminance colors are so, you can barely see that. Okay, but that's good. The luminance colors are pretty good, but the words are so tiny that I can barely. This is raw umber 10%. Okay, that'll be like a shadow color. But I need something in between. Maybe this. This is Naples ochre. This might be too yellow. There's also like this is pink white. I actually like the pink white over the over this primrose color. So I might go with that, but because I might not need too much. This is buff titanium. You can barely see this. You guys can probably barely see anything I'm putting on this paper, but it is a little bit darker, looks like, than that rose color. I might actually go with the buff titanium, this one here, and then maybe something slightly darker. Let me check in my pink. You threw what in the trash? No, what did you throw in the trash? I also have my Derwent drawing pencils. This might actually work, but that might be a little bit too dark. I'm looking for dark, but like a different, oh boy, almost dropped this. You threw her in the trash. No, why did you throw her in the trash? You're horrible with markers, but that's why we practice, so we can get better, because I am not great with markers either. So um okay, I need like something, maybe this warm earth. Let's grab warm earth. That's why we practice though. You can always you know, reprint her and try again. Here we go. This is good, warmer. Yeah, you can always the next one I will not put in the trash. Yeah, I mean, you can always, like, you know, try to save it a little bit. I know that feeling though. When I'm sketching in my sketchbook, sometimes I just want to, like, if I feel like the sketch is not going the way I want it to, I will erase the whole thing. But I try not to do that though, because it's a learning kind of thing. Okay, so I'm gonna take buff titanium, and I don't use these often, but I'm just gonna go and we're gonna do the inside of this clock first. And I know you guys can't see it, but it's going down. I can see it a little bit. Put black paint over it, huh? And keep it move. Well, I mean, if you just absolutely can't save a page, you can put acrylic paint. You can even put white acrylic paint and try to start over. So, let me see. So this is like gonna have a little bit of a shadow. And this, I'm just kind of following his lines a little bit. And this is the raw umber 10% that I'm using right now in the luminance. And I'm just going in where I think the shadow is gonna be. So I hope you guys don't mind, like, if I'm working on a page and it takes like forever to finish it, because you guys know I'm a slow colorist. So when I'm coloring, I try to take my time and just enjoy it. So we might be on this page for a while. Yeah, this cat might be on whatever it is she's over here smoking, because he looks like he or she is really enjoying. And then I don't know if this is her dress or if this is like a blanket or something she's got this cat wrapped in. Anyway, this is warm earth. Well, at least you can see the colors on the light fast, nice and easy. I can even look in the camera and see it. So I'm just gonna put a little bit of this, not too much, just in the shadow areas. I might come in with a black or like a really dark warm gray. I've also been noticing lately I've been having like this death grip on my pencils that I'm trying to break out of. I don't know where I picked that up from. I think probably because I've been drawing a lot, and when I draw I tend to have like a death grip on my pencil for some reason, or when I'm lining my work I'll have like this crazy death grip on there for some unnecessary reason. And when I go back to coloring, it's a little hard to not do that. Okay, yeah, I just, I know some people will be like, when are you moving on to the next page? But just until I get used to my schedule, I think my color alongs, I'm going to move them to my live streams. Plus, I think it's a little better this way. I don't like this autofocus thing that my camera does, though. That's a bit annoying. But I can't fix that, I guess. When I was going through like the little options that they added on the side here, they have like an option for filters and some other, what is this other one? Like, I guess to reverse the camera or change the color of what's going on, but there's no option for the autofocus, and I'm trying to make it to where it's not focused on me so much, but the picture. And it's like it's trying to focus on my hand, I guess because that's what's moving. But it's okay. Hopefully you guys can still see. And then I'm just going to come in with the buff titanium and go over the whole thing. This is like an off-white. So I think just to make it a little bit more like stand out more, I do want to add probably like a maybe like a warm gray. Let me see what I have in the, I could do this chocolate color. I don't think I want to do just straight black, so I might do this chocolate. And my door went light fast. Okay, let's see how dark this is. Yeah, this will do. This is pretty good. Without it looking like totally black, I think this will work just fine. I might bring in, I don't know if I'm gonna do her skin in straight pencil. I might bring in some, my Ohuhu skin tone markers or my Copics and play around with that. This is gonna need a little bit more since it's in the shadows. Her nose, yeah. I like her hair. This little headpiece thing she has on, it's kind of interesting. I like her dress too. So I'm thinking maybe later today I can put some of these, or not some of these, but like I'll do one of my pencil collections and I'll put it on those little note cards. So just so it can be kind of on the side, or I can show you guys a little better because this is very hard to see. So I'm gonna put that on there. You can see the light fast. Those are easy to see, but all right, so that's what the inside of the clock is gonna look like. So moving on to the next pieces. I'm just doing a few pieces at a time. I have to be careful too because the light fast, they do tend to smear like the Prismacolors. Not as bad, and you can erase them a bit better than you would with the Prismacolors, but I feel like they stick to the paper better than the Prismacolors. I don't know, the Prismacolors, it seem like they just slide around on top. But I feel like the light fast is one of the ones, like the polys, that kind of grip to the paper much better. Much better. You gonna get me because I keep bagging on the Prismacolors. But really, they're an okay pencil, but it's just not, they are not my vibe at all. Linda will back me up. But I think Blick, when I went, I think they do have the luminance there. I'm gonna have to look again when I go, because if they do, I definitely need some more. Oh my goodness, look at that emoji. I am going to have to take a look though, because I would like to get maybe like, because I think if they do have them, they'll probably have that thing where you buy 6 and it's a little cheaper. So maybe when I go, I will get 6 of those and probably a couple more of the drawing, Derwent drawing. But if Buddha, hey. So what was I saying? Oh, I want to get 6 of those, and then maybe it's good that I don't have a brick and mortar blister. Yeah, it's but I don't go often because it's actually not near me. If it was near me, man oh man, I could imagine, but it's actually not that close. So we'll go like if he has to get the car serviced, or if we're in that area and I can bribe him to, you know, go, then we'll go. But it's a good thing that we don't go all the time, because I could just imagine. I really could. But I'm really trying to debate if I want to do another art store trip or just put that aside and save for the Ohuhu markers. Because I'm actually more of a pencil person, but these Cali art markers gotta go. And then I can just, you know, when I do get the Ohuhus, I think I'm just gonna, the Cali art markers, I'm just gonna put them in like a bin or something. And if I just need a color that just, you know, I need from that set, then I'll just pull it from the bin. But I'm kind of over them. They're a little scratchy and they're running dry, most of them. And a lot of the times they don't have colors that like kind of blend together. So even if I wanted to use them like just straight markers, it would be a little hard because a lot of the colors are so far off from each other. And I usually just kind of mix it with my Copics. So if I have like a far off color or something like that, I can usually find it in the Copics. But if not, but I'm pretty sure what is it, 320 colors or something of that sort. I should hope I would not have to revert back to the Cali art bin because I can't find a color in the Ohuhus. Like that would be a little crazy, and they have 320 colors. So I think once I save up for them, and because my hours are about to be a lot better, and well, not necessarily better, but beneficial, I guess. Um, I should be able to save up for them relatively quick. So I'm thinking I need, because once I get them, I'm gonna make a swatch sheet just like my other ones to go inside of my folder, and then from there I can either kind of, because they are refillable too now. I don't know if all the colors are refillable, but they are refillable. um so from there I can just buy refills of colors that I'm noticing I'm using a lot or grabbing towards. um and then from there build probably my luminance collection, and then there's not really anything I need. um Now my gouache, I'm still debating on if I want to go straight gouache or continue to build my acrylic gouache collection, because I do like the fact that it's permanent and you can't re-wet it. But I don't know if I like to keep working straight out of the tube, because sometimes I put too much and then I'm extra cheap, so I'll take my paintbrush and I'll try to scoop it back in there. Unnecessary. But with the gouache, you can re-wet it, and if you pour too much, you can leave it on the palette and come back to it later. And with the acrylic gouache, you have to move kind of quick. Hey Buddha, I almost was about to say, aren't you supposed to be at school? But I forgot it was Sunday. And yeah. So, any hoop. I probably should write down this combo. Um, I do like this cup. And then that's another thing I want to tell you guys too, for like future color alongs. I use my luminance and my light fast together. So like right now, the combo I'm using contains both. So I do use them together because they kind of behave the same way. And I figure I would like to get a separate case for my luminance, but I'm thinking I might as well get one big case and put them all in there in color order. That's going to be a big project because at the moment I don't have all of the luminance, so I'm not going to do the color chart for them yet. I'm going to keep it separate. So I might swatch just the ones that I have right now, just so that I'm not constantly using the little swatch paper. But once I get them on, it's going to be a while because I do kind of think I want to get my Ohuhu markers first, because these pencils are like, I think they're like, what, $5 or $6 a pencil. You can probably find them cheaper somewhere, but there was a website that I had was getting them from. They were pretty cheap, but it's hard to pick the colors because the names on the website are not necessarily always the same as the names on the pencil. So it's, oh, you know what? Maybe if I leave something here for this thing to focus on, we're going to leave Tom Nook there. I don't want him to cast a shadow though. Okay. It's hard because when I was ordering them from the site I was getting them from, they, this is bugging me. Okay. Even if you're at school, you're watching the first 48. Oh, well, yeah, but okay. First 48 is interesting to watch at school, I guess. So I think I want to get my Ohuhus first, but the website that I was getting it from, I don't really even remember the name of the website. I can't remember. I don't think it was Jet Pens. It might have, no, I don't think it was Jet Pens. I have no idea. But wherever I got it from, the names of the pencil on the site did not match the pencils, when they got here. So I found myself looking at the receipt going, oh, I didn't order this color. And then I had to go online and figure out what it was and finding out that the name changed. And it was a whole big thing. So I'm hoping, and part of me wants to just place the order. Yeah, it was so weird. Like I wrote down, and I can't for the life of me remember which notebook I wrote it down in. Matter of fact, it's got to be in one of these ones that I have here. And it was so bizarre. I was like, how am I supposed to, when it's time to reorder, how am I supposed to know what to reorder? Because the names and everything was so off. And I was like, well, I think I might have just like totally scrapped that paper because I think it frustrated me so much. And I was so annoyed because I couldn't, it just made no sense. And I was like, how am I even supposed to keep track? Here, I think it was this one. And I wish I kept the receipt. I thought I did. I probably stashed it somewhere, knowing me. Knowing me, I probably stashed it somewhere. But I wish I would have kept it nearby, because that way I could have at least seen where I ordered it from. But oh my goodness, when I tell you guys, it was me, the receipt, and this paper right here. This is just some random printer paper, but I was like trying to figure out, like, you see all the plus signs and the zero signs and me crossing it out because it was named something else, and this one was named this one now, and I said, listen, and I probably really chucked that paper in the trash somewhere because I just couldn't for the life of me. I was like, how is anybody supposed to? I was like, yeah, no. So I just was like, you know what? Never mind. And I think that's another reason why I haven't ordered was it Jerry's? I'm not sure if it was Jerry's or not. It might have been. I honestly don't know, and I wish I had the receipt because, and I probably do have it. It's probably just stashed somewhere out of sight, out of mind, so I don't get angry. Because those names, I was like, listen, can we update the site? Because obviously the pencil, it's not the pencil's fault. The pencil's name is what it is. But I think the site is what wasn't updated. So when I was on there and I got the receipt and I got the pencils and I was trying to write them down just so that, I can place another order, I was like, okay, wait, I didn't get this pencil. Where'd this pencil come from? Oh, this is a nice color, but I didn't order this. And then it was like, oh, wait, I did because the numbers match. It was a whole thing. So I honestly don't know, if the pencil they sent me was, an older pencil that they hadn't changed the name on yet, or if the website just hadn't updated the new name, or they did update the new name and the pencil is just not up. I don't know, because it was so weird. And it wasn't all of the pencils, it was just some of them, but it was enough for me to just be totally confused. And that could be a reason why I've not ordered any. And it might have been Jerry's, but I'm not 100% sure. But titanium, yeah, buff titanium is a nice color. It's like an off-white. This is it right here. And it's not quite white, but it has kind of like almost like a yellowish. I don't know if you can see it, but it's right there. So if I turn it a little bit, you can see it. If I put my finger there, there you go. So it is a nice one. It might have been Jerry's though, Linda, but I don't know. But it was enough to give me a headache. And I was like, listen, what is happening? Because, I wanted to place another order, but I think just with the confusion alone, I was like, never mind. And I think that's why I've not. But I do think that when I went to Blick, I thought I seen some not light fast, luminance there, but I can't really remember. But let me find out. And just because I don't know what I want to do as far as my acrylic gouache, I haven't bought any since the last two, which was the Naples yellow, which I like that color, by the way. But I haven't bought any just because I'm not sure. I don't have any regular gouache to kind of test. So I might get, a small like premium primary color set or something like that when it's on sale. And emphasis on the when it's on sale part, because I don't know if I'm going to like it. I might just like the acrylic gouache. So I haven't gotten around to it yet. But I think in the order, I'm going to do Ohuhu's just because that's already in a set. And it's just like, okay, take my money. And I can just be like, okay, I saved. Hey, Blue Skies. Speaking of, thank you very much. I don't know, but thank you. I can just kind of throw it at them and be like, okay, here. And then, play with those long enough to save up for something else. So we will see. But definitely the Ohuhus. And then I can just make a color chart, and then that can go right up in my store, because I know some of you have some Ohuhus. And yeah, they I think I got some Copics from them too. Yeah, you got a deep dive into jet pens. Matter of fact, I think that's where I got my skin tone set. It was like a bundle they were doing. It was like the skin tone set, and then it was also the like the liners, the multi-liners. It was like a little bundle set. Yeah, you can find some stuff on jet pens. I had to stay off of there. You never used your Ohuhus or your alcohol markers? I usually just use them as like, okay, there's like a hair or something and it's getting in my way. Um, I usually just use them for basing, but when I was doing this elf and I was doing her skin and her hair, this is all um what do you call it? This is all alcohol marker. I've not put pencil on here yet. So I was like, ooh, I need more colors because the colors I have in the Cali Arts, like I said, they're odd. It's like some of them, like my Copics are even a little odd, but I understand those to be kind of odd because I don't have like, you know, all of the colors in the Copics. I've been buying them like, bits and pieces or however. So I don't expect them to be 100% like, colors I need ready right there. But these Cali art markers, when I bought them, it was just the colors are weird. They don't all, and it's not all the colors, but they don't all like. If I wanted to grab 3 colors to blend, I have a hard time and I have to mix them with my Copics. And I'm like, mm-mm. And then the Cali art markers, they are the ones I have anyway. I don't know if they come in brush, but it's the fine tip and the broad tip, and a lot of them are drying. And this is like, I'd rather have the brush tip. I really would. I'm gonna try to use as a base. Yes. Just know that they will use it on a single-sided page, so a page where there's like nothing on the back, because they will bleed through your page. I'm gonna move the camera a little bit just because I need to move the book, and there we go. Okay. Um, they will bleed through the page, every page, any page. So be careful. Make sure you're using it on a single-sided page book or a book where you don't really care about what's on the other side of the page. And also, I like to keep something underneath. So like just a random, sheet of, or a couple sheets of copy paper, because copy paper is kind of thin. So I like to keep like one or two, or if you have like a really thick piece of um like this here, I don't know where I got this from. This is just like some what do you call it? I don't know. It's like really thick. I like to keep something like that behind it because I know nothing's gonna get through it. And I think I was coloring in something. I don't remember what it was. And I found out the hard way that they bleed through double-sided pages, and I was kind of annoyed because I didn't know any better. But now I know better. So, yeah, now that I'm doing this, I think the clock would look really good in gold. I do need to kind of pick the colors for it, though. Just put a little bit. And I'd like to think that these things, I might even end up going in here adding black anyway. I know I said I didn't want to, but, well, when I do the gold, maybe it'll pop more, so I probably won't add the black yet. If it doesn't pop the way I want to after I add the gold, I might come in and add the black, because I definitely have room for more layers, because this it's not taking, I don't need much effort with this light color because it's supposed to be kind of an off white. but I'm using brown for the shadows instead of just gray. But I do want these letters to pop, or numbers rather. Letters and numbers? Well, they're Roman numerals, but you know, they're letters technically. um yeah, there we go. And then I'm just gonna add a little bit in here, even though these are gonna be dark because they're on the inside, but okay. And so what are you guys all gonna be doing today? Anybody have special plans for today? Or are we all just hanging out? Nope, preparing for work week. Yeah, that's gonna be me a little later. I've already washed and done my hair, and I just gotta make sure my lunch and everything is set because I'm gonna be at work 3 hours later than I normally am from now on, so that's gonna be fun. Though the area I'm working in normally prepare for work tomorrow. Okay, so it's a prepare for work and color day. Well, once I'm done here, I will probably do some shiny hunting on Pokemon. I have, I'll show you guys, I have a whole thing I'm working on here. I literally have all of the shiny ones I need from every region. I know some of you are like, what? But I have them from every region that I need to get a shiny version of. And I'm kind of keeping track of the areas of the best places to catch them. And I have like a whole notebook. It's crazy. So I'm probably gonna do work on that today a little bit. And oh, it's already 4:25. Okay, yeah, no, it's only 1:25 here, so I've still got some playtime today before preparing for tomorrow. So I'm just gonna do some coloring today and probably do some sketchbook work later on. I'm noticing that I like to sketch at night. I don't know what that's about, but whenever I try to like just sit down and sketch in the daytime, it's not sticking with me. So I also noticed I forgot the inside of this one. So I'll probably sketch later on tonight and just kind of play around on some Pokemon and relax. Gonna cook some fried fish tacos later. Yeah, that might be what it is, because let me tell you, when I sit down at my desk and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna sketch, I'm gonna stay there, Tom. I'm gonna sketch and I'm gonna, think of something to draw, and then I wind up just sitting there staring at my sketchbook, and I'm like, okay, never mind. But I am trying to sketch for at least 10 minutes a day. It was 5 minutes. I moved it up to 10. I don't think I'm ready to move it up to 15 yet. But sometimes I do go longer than 10 minutes. But I'm not ready to set a 15-minute timer and make myself sit down for 15 minutes and sketch. So right now it's still at 10 minutes. And I like the 10-minute timer. If I'm in a good groove, then I'll keep going. But I think 10 minutes is enough, especially for my busy schedule. I think 10 minutes is plenty. And if I'm in a groove, I don't, be like, "Oh, the timer is off. Let me stop." The timer is just there like, "Hey, you hit your goal. You sketched for 10 minutes like you said you would." So you can keep going or you can stop, you can take a break. So I was in the groove with the little cat character I was creating last night. Or yesterday evening ish. But I was coming up with, I still don't know, it's not his final look. I'm not 100% sold on the tail yet, nor am I 100% sold on his feet. I might make him chubby. I don't know. I'm gonna keep trying different things with him, but the goal is to come up with something. So that's what I'm working towards, and he's coming along. I don't really want to say he's coming along great because I don't know yet, but he is coming along. He looks like, and I also don't know if I want him to be a cat, a dog, or both. So if you look at him, it's not, you can't really tell what he is. So that's kind of the goal. It's kind of like when you look at most of my characters, it's kind of like Miso. He looks like a rabbit, but he's not quite a rabbit. So kind of like that. And I think I want all my characters to kind of be like that. I'm just going back and trying to darken up this to see. The darkening looks a little bit better when I go back over it. Just medium pressure. Okay. But yeah, so I have, just been working and sketching and ambiguous mammal. Yeah, they all have their, I'm not really sure. I mean, I'm sure, but the viewer is going to be like, is it a rabbit? What is it? And well, he's a mix of the different things, but I'm not ready to reveal just quite yet what those things are. So that's what I was doing with the cat dog creature too. But I have a story for him, but that I might make into an actual video. So that would be like a regular just upload where I'm sketching him and talking about him and what he is and so on and so forth. Because I can do something like that in 10-15 minute video and not have to worry about, you know, being extremely tired from work and not wanting to do it or not having the energy to do it. And that's something I can, when I get home from work, take my shower, whatever, and sit down to sketch before bed, turn on the camera, and hey, let's talk about this thing while I sketch. So I do I think I'm just gonna move my colorings to live streams and keep my art videos to the uploads. But I'm not sure. Nothing's ever for sure on my channel. I'm just trying different things. Hello, Brittany. I'm just trying different things, see what works on my schedule, what works with you guys, Because I do try to keep my art a little bit separate from my coloring because some of you are not here for art, some of you are here for coloring. But then I also have to kind of tell myself that most of you are here for me and you really don't care what I'm doing. But I still try to not necessarily please everybody, but I try to have some kind of you know, okay, hey, I know this is what these people subscribe for. This is what they're here for, type of thing. So I try not to mush them together. But the day is still really early, so for sure I want to, since I'm gonna be using my luminance and my light fast, I do want to have them on note cards. And then if I buy a new light fast, I can just, I mean, not light fast, new luminance, I can just put them, on the note card as I get them. But at least the ones I have will be swatched. I don't have a specific color order for these yet either because I don't have them all. Okay. Minimal ambiguity. Listen, Linda. Linda's over here trying to get the scoop. But, I've been watching like a lot of art vlogs also while I'm sketching, so that kind of also help is very relaxing to listen to someone else talk about their struggles and successes as their day goes on and what affects them and what you know what they had time for during their busy schedule and what kind of art they created for the week and how much art they're putting out for the week. And it's funny because I see some of the videos where, like, I was watching one video and she was talking about how she was about to sit down and sketch with us and how, her how her videos are unplanned and she doesn't, she, and for a minute I was like, "Ooh, okay, somebody like me where I don't really plan my videos. I just sit down and start." And so I was watching her and she was like, "Yeah, so, I'm just going to sit down and I'm going to sketch in my sketchbook and, it's going to be like a sketchbook and chat type thing." Then she whips out this whole paper full of sketches that she had been practicing. And then she was like, "Yeah, so I have this paper and I've been practicing and I'm just going to go for it." And I'm like, "Well, it's not, you're not really going for it if you were practicing it already. It's not quite the same, but it was still interesting to watch because for some people, they don't really have the time to actually sit down and practice what they're gonna sketch for their video. You know, um, for me, sometimes, like my color along, sometimes I will have them kind of planned to a certain extent. I'll be like, okay, this is the page, this is the pencils I'm gonna use. These are the colors I picked out so far, but then that might change. So, um, it's just kind of cool to see different um different artists do different things for their videos. But for me, I kind of like the ones where it's like, okay, I'm gonna sit down and, grab a snack and we're just gonna sketch. We're gonna figure this out. And um I particularly like lately the ones where they are coming up with their own like characters and they have like backstories for them already, and it's so cool. They're like, "Hey, look, I want to create this character that, I don't know, lives at the bottom of the ocean and they're like a ghost hunter or something, something, and then they have like a whole backstory, and then they just sit and plan the character out, the looks, the outfit, the genre, the attitude, the everything, and those are really fun to watch. So I've been watching a lot of those lately. Um, and I usually just turn them on like at night. I'll turn them on and just sit and watch or listen. Sometimes I just listen while I'm doing something else. So those are fun. And let me try something a little different for this one here because it's got some. It has like the numbers, but I'm gonna separate this a little bit. Okay. Um. What else have I been watching? Aside from like my normal crime shows, like I like to watch 2020. I did see the new episode of that came out on Friday. I also started The Last Airbender, the show on Netflix. Not the cartoon, but like the live action show. And so far it's pretty good actually. I'm on episode 2. Um it's good so far. It's good. I hope I've not gotten to, the last, I think it's only 8 episodes, and I'm really hoping that they didn't rush it and that, maybe there's another season or something like that, because 8 episodes is kind of crazy because it's the Airbender. There's like some red on here that kind of came out on this clock just now. I don't know why it's coming out red, but that kind of messed it up a little bit. That erased it. Great, didn't it? Let me see. Why is this coming out red suddenly? Okay. So I just hope they didn't rush it because it is good so far. And I just want them to not rush to the end. I hope it doesn't feel rushed so far. Not I feel like they just probably took the main events of the show, the cartoon, and kind of made it into a show. But I'm hoping that, and it's big hopes because I know they probably rushed it, but it still seems good. It still seems like something that can be watched. So, that I was watching, and then what else? Oh, I was watching this anime called Blue Exorcist because now I've already seen it before, but I'm watching it again because there is a season 3 that I did not see for some reason. I guess it just never made its way onto anything outside of Crunchyroll. Like it didn't make its way to Hulu or Netflix. So I have been watching that. I just hit season 2. So season 2 was the last one that I seen. So once I get through that, I'll be on the season that I have not seen yet, which is season 3. So I have a lot of shows in my backlog I need to get to work on. But they keep coming out with new stuff that's really cool, and I keep getting stuck on that. So hopefully I can get through some stuff today while I am shiny hunting. I'm just gonna turn on a show and hunt some Pokemon Hopefully get some shinies. Last night I was hunting shiny Vulpix, and I need 2 of them because I need to evolve one. So I did manage to get one last night, but I was getting really sleepy, so I had to I had to stop. I was like, okay, I will hunt the other one today, but I had to stop because I was getting tired. And I don't know if it was just like, I don't know why I was tired because I think I took a nap yesterday. I can't even remember. But I was like, okay, I gotta lay down. And then when I laid down naturally, I couldn't sleep. So it was like, I could have still been shiny hunting, but my eyes were tired. So I was like, no, it's probably best that, that I stay my butt in the bed. So that was a thing. I actually like the way I just did those lines, so I'm actually going to put some over on this other side too. This is what I mean by like randomly trying stuff. So, and there's like a weird little crack here, so I'm going to put that in. There's not a lot of lines everywhere, but the main lines I will put in. So it kind of really looks like an old like clock. This doesn't scream new clock to me because it's like a crack in it and there's some old fading lines going on. So this screams this clock has been here for a while. She's probably like really like 1,000 years old and she looks young. And she probably can like turn back time or something. And that's why she's sitting here with this cat like this. Because she knows she probably has a million lives just like this cat. That's probably why they're just hanging out. Ruler of time, maybe. Okay, so this is what I mean when I was telling you guys earlier how slow of a colorist I am. I have been rambling, but also still coloring, but rambling for over an hour. And you all know that my streams are, I try to keep them around an hour or under, but I might go a little longer from now on just because this is mainly where my color alongs are going to be at. So I'm like, okay, I can go a little longer, maybe like an hour and a half. If my phone will let me stream that long before the battery starts dying. I don't know if the battery's dying now. I'm scared to check. So, I do plan on finishing this page with you guys. But I do want you to know that it is going to take me a minute because I am not a fast colorist. You see, as far as we've gotten is this clock, the back part of the clock. We've not even actually started the clock itself, which I have decided I'm going to go with gold. So, though I'm wondering, should we do gold metallic or should we do gold color pencil? That's also a thing because I think that would be cute with the gold behind her, but I'm not sure. If we do it metallic, then I'm just gonna leave it for now because I want to do the metallics at the end, and then we will do another part because there's a lot of metal pieces on this page. There's a lot, and some of it I do want metallic. But I think the center of her, like it just centers on her. So I think that would look nice in the metallic paint. But I could also do it in color pencil and then go over it with a light coat of like glaze or something, just so that it shines, but it's not like a metallic shine. I can do that too. Just using the buff titanium to boom. So I also have my blender here. This is also Caran d'Ache. I have another one because this one's getting short. I have the one that doesn't have the wood casing over it. I'm not sure if I'm going to prefer that over this one. So I'm kind of bummed when this one runs out, because this is the one that I use. I have not even used the other one yet, so I'm just scared that I'm gonna break it because it's not rounded like this one. So it has that like hexagonal shape, and I don't know. I just feel like it's gonna break or snap or something, and then I'm gonna be really annoyed because it'll be just like breaking a pencil, and that would bug me. Let me tell you. So we have our clock, the face of our clock. Also, I don't even know what color I'm gonna do her hair either. But we have our clock. Let me just, I'm gonna zoom us out here. Literally, that's as far as we've gotten in the past hour. So this is what I mean when I say I'm a slow colors. I still want to do this page with you guys, so we might be on this page for a while. I'm thinking next time, like, I can start with some of the numbers and then I can finish them on my own and move on to something else. That way we're not just spending a whole hour on one portion. So I definitely want some golds in here, maybe like some brass colors and some silver metallic maybe. Or I could do, because some of this stuff look like it's like rusted or molded over, so we can even add some like green maybe. But it just looks like she's got a bunch of junk, like junk metal. Like I see a old, looks like saw or something over here, and I don't know, it looks like some bits of model airplane wings, a steering wheel. So she's got a lot going on here. But I think the next time we come back, maybe we will work on her face. I still don't know what I want to do with her hair, so we'll do her face, like her skin maybe, when we come back next time. Hey Candy. I'm thinking that, let me just move this back so you guys can see. So we can do that, and I kind of just want to plan it a little bit. That way I can at least come on and we can just jump straight into coloring. But next time I definitely think we'll do her skin. And if we have time, then we can work on the clock, or we can work on the clock and then do her skin. But we'll do that portion first, and then we will start to figure out the back. I would like to think that the background would probably be some form of gray, but don't quote me because I don't know yet. But this is what we have. I might even bring some Copics into this, maybe. But this is what we're going to do. And then once we finish this, we can pick the next page, next book. Probably maybe one of those PDFs I have. We can do some marker work on that. We can finish the Elf Girl too. So we have two things we have to finish. We have her, which I did write down the colors of the flowers. So the flowers need to be finished, and her clothes. And this is all marker. There's no pencil on this yet, as you can see. So we might do this once we finish this. But anyway, we are well past our time here, and I just wanted to thank you guys for coming to hang out, and I will see you all. Well, I'm off Wednesday, Thursday, so maybe I will come on and maybe we can do something on Thursday. Maybe. But until then, I will see you guys later. Bye.